have found this in our Gmail spam inbox. It is a sales pitch on a supposedly newly discovered money manifestation application. We refer to this as spam because that's where we found it, in our spam inbox, in our Gmail, and it's obviously regarded as spam. We believe this to be true, as it, when viewed, proves to be a spam style sales pitch, claiming a recent discovery that the creator of the video has made. In watching this, or his video, you are being groomed to believe that all the content is 100% fact and true. It starts off with the latest amazing discovery, quotes from the Bible, Matthew, Mark, then goes into a spiel on further discoveries and revealings. So here in our spam box is this we received, and it reads, the public will never see this. Yeah? Don't let the public see this, is what the shadowy figures in the Illuminati think when they use their secret 7-second wealth prayer to attract riches effortlessly. They do not want a wealth prayer like this getting into the hands of the public. That is why it was recently stolen from a collector's Bible that sold for over $30 million. Yet in the video he says, you'll never find it in any Bible. Yeah, so it must be this one particular Bible that has it alone, according to this narrator, or the sales pitch. Some say this secret wealth prayer is the reason behind Jewish people being so wealthy in the USA. Those who get access to the 7-second wealth prayer never have to work again. Money just flows to them effortlessly. They experience vibrant health and energy. Their romantic relationships flourish. You can access this 7-second wealth prayer today, but you need to hurry. Yeah, this is always the sales pitch. It won't be around for long. Yeah, once it's all sold out, or there's limited time, we're taking it down, that's it. But you'll find it's still up there 10 or 15 years later if it hasn't been taken down as proven fraudulent. So you need to hurry, you need to purchase it. The elites do not want this wealthy attraction prayer to enter the public domain. They don't want you to get hold of it. So there has a link for you to access your 7-second wealth prayer, and to your success by this particular person who signed themselves off as Mary. We're not giving you her real name. Okay, privacy reasons. So here is the actual video. We're not going to play it. Actually, we might do that in part 2, but we've muted it because in the background is Gregorian chant, and we might get a copyright strike or claim for that, and other material that could generate or make someone generate a copyright claim toward us in this video. Okay? No copyright breach or infringement was intended. We only brought this to all to make them aware and for educational purposes alone. And you could buy this for $39, right? Money back guarantee with this and stuff with your credit card. Okay, so we're going to give you this information before you even think about that. Again, as you said, the video in the background is of Gregorian chant. And due to music playing in its background, which would generate us a copyright strike or claim on that music, we decided to mute the video. But you could still read along on screen. In sum, this video first tries to get you excited, then leads you into scenes and testimonies from various people who have supposedly bought into its program and manifested a ton of cash from applying it. Then it goes on into a sad sob story of hardship, etc., financial troubles, problems, worries, etc. We cut it short as we know we'd receive a copyright strike claim for mention of further information in the sales video, because we have said a couple of words and next we've got a copyright strike, which we find to be unfair, is that word we just discovered, iniquitous, and unjust, right? And we did appeal against it, but it's basically brushed off our appeal 5 minutes after we'd sent it. Now ponder long on what we are going to bring you. This narrator claims that a missing page from all Bibles was discovered and refers to Matthew 21, Mark 9, Mark 11. Then he introduces himself and continues his spiel on the Bible, etc. All was supposedly revealed on the History Channel. So go look for it, check it out to verify that what he just stated actually was featured on it. You may not find it because it may not be on the History Channel, but it doesn't hurt to have a look, right? To prove that this guy is either right on a button, telling the truth, or he's followed it. The Bible scrolls, scriptures that he is referring to, he then boldly claims is one of the rarest Hebrew and most expensive and original selling for US $38 million or more just 6 years ago or more. Then he proceeds to say he'll show you how one page on this Bible centuries ago contains a hidden manifestation secret for ditching all your money worries, attracting the life you crave, for taking control of your destiny, etc. And he'll prove every word that he utters is true. Note, the missing page, which is not in any regular or common Bible translation or version, up until this day has only been seen by the elites, a handful of billionaires, the rich and powerful, some elite Hebrew scholars and Stanford University research scientists, and holds a lost secret to make you rich without basically having to work for it, apply for it, make any effort, apply any effort, etc. Then it goes into Jewish history via an Israeli journalist revealing why the Jews have been the richest for millenniums. Note, this is bogus. Okay, it even refers to Jeffrey Epstein and how he was going to reveal something like this, but he was killed off before he could. Note, this is bogus. The real reason they'll be rich, these Jews will be rich, is because they discovered through learning all there is to know about money and how to use it effectively and wisely. They're very astute or very clever in that regard. And other people in different countries got judged because they possessed everything, supposedly, and booted them out. This narrator also says you don't have to be religious or spiritual, believe in or follow God, his words or the Bible, in order to be rich. Just ask God, as suggested in the books of Matthew, Mark, and others. And bam, you'll be richer than Donald Trump or the mastermind behind the great ever train robbery, Ronald Banks, etc. As the narrator was never religious, he states, then he continues to harp on about people using the method, perhaps the Illuminati using it, and he gets threats, if he gets threats to his well-being, etc. by others, demanding he take his video offline, etc. After this, he reinforces the power of the new secret and how uncannily you'll get rich, filthy rich, and you'll be rolling in the money. You never need to work again, all that sort of stuff. With many images, anyone can get anywhere online, and then supposed testimonies from people who bought his offer, and it's all worked for them. Fiver much? Let us tell you, ponder long on this. If God wants you to suddenly get filthy rich, as depicted in the video, using his words without believing in him, not committed to him, etc., and therefore you are playing for the other team, i.e. the devil, would he simply say amongst the host of heavens, Jesus, Son of God, angels, etc., okay, give them all they want, all they're asking for, all they desire, because they simply ask for it. Yeah, give them more, give it all, to all of them, right? Every single one of them. Don't leave anyone out. No, he wouldn't. And if he did by chance, then we'd have no poor, starving, homeless, desperate people worldwide, right? No, that God doesn't give you all if within your mind or your heart he sees that you or me are all about me, gimme, and you have evil intentions. And it could lead you down a disastrous road, musician, loved the king. He went from poor to millionaire to near broke. Depression, mental problems, issues, prescription drugs, pills, drug addictions, divorce, etc. as a result of having everything he wanted. But behind the scenes, really, it was one man's greed. Colonel Tom Parker, his manager, seeing Elvis had all these attributes and he could earn up to $1 million a night, concert tour wise, he exploited him because he was a chronic gambler. He'd waste $1 million on a certain gambling table. Yeah? And this near sent Elvis to his ruin. Elvis was going to get rid of him, it said, before his death, but he never did. He knew he had to get rid of him because he was sucking him dry as a vampire. Even though he had great ideas, etc., etc., he wasn't meant to be in the US. He was an illegal alien, all this sort of stuff, and he had to be sent away from there. But Elvis never got around to it. He was up and down, according to these people who placed it to him. His Memphis Mafia, etc. So this basically led to his heart attack, his death. He just stressed out, okay, because of all of that going down. We remind you, on closing this video, of a certain scripture, which says, "For what shall it profit a man or woman if he gain or she gain the whole world, fame, fortune, money, material possessions, etc., if he or she loses his own soul and ends up dead, unable to take his or her gains, riches with him or her, it ends up in eternal oblivion," or as Christians like to say, he ends up in hell, being tortured, burnt, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's their opinion, right, of their modern translations. Okay, not necessarily the correct one. Okay, so no more existence, you perish, you go to non-existence forever. But don't think we're putting a damper on you trying to be successful. Okay, it's great to have a bank account full of money, never be in need, be financially secure, pay your bills, be able to pay your bills, but having money, loads and loads of it, we tend to want more and more, right? We never seem to have enough. You can't get enough of it, so we've got to have more and more and more. We are constantly being fleeced of it from many numerous sources, from rental, utility use and bills, loans, mortgages, debts, life insurance, health insurance payments, car purchasing payments, mortgages, mortgages, purchasing goods, food, clothing, etc. These are just basic needs, so don't worry about it too much. But they are rocketing high prices. They're making it so expensive you can't afford half a pumpkin. Yeah, it's like $9, $10 NZ, I don't know how much it is in US, for pumpkins, right? Or a tray of size 6 eggs, you can get like $27 for 20 of them. It's ridiculous. It's been like that for quite a while now. So you have to shop around. And then you're putting stuff on the shelf with no price. You go and buy it and you think, oh, okay, you ask the person, shelf, security, whatever, stackers, how much is this? And they tell you, oh, it's $10 per pack. And you think, oh, that's a pretty good deal. So you go and buy it, and then you look at your bill of sale and, hey, the damn thing is $20 each. So you go back and say, hey man, you need to get your, be nice, as we did, get this person who's doing the shelves to put the ones that cost $20, okay, in this case it was a packet, several packets, 12 to 18 packets of cat food, right, to feed our cats. Yeah, because we're buying it, because we're very budget-wise, right, we really try to make our money stretch. Okay, so we've got this budget that we like to, we spend if we have a lot, but we usually have a budget, okay, for different reasons. Okay, so we end up paying more unknowingly, because this product wasn't priced properly. You got to watch out for these things. That's what we're really realising of late at certain supermarkets in our area. Like we saw, what they call it, Big Ben pies. They had them there for a while. They're nice pies, really nice pies here in New Zealand. Very, they're a favourite of everybody's, at the dairies and all that sort of stuff. And now they're pretty close to $5 a pie. You go to a home, you go to a bakery, and they'll charge you about $7 or $8 for a pie, and it's just getting ridiculous. And they're not always worth it, right? So, we went to get these pies because we saw them. Oh, I haven't seen those for a while. So we asked the guy because he had no price. This staff member of the supermarket, and she said, "Oh, where's the price, man? How much is it?" Because we were a bit worried, right? And she said, "Oh, $11." We were like, "Eh? For 6 pies? We might as well go buy the cheaper brand, you know. At least you get 4 for that for $6 or whatever, right? You know, it's ridiculous. So you've got to be very, very careful. It's happening these days. Under the radar, because their staff are either being told to do that or they're incompetent. They haven't been trained properly. Yeah, not doing the job properly. Okay, so you also got to pay for your entertainment. You might have Sky TV, cable or something like that, and you want to relax, put things behind you sort of thing, so you can get the alcohol, get the drugs, go to different bars and stuff like that. You're just trying to release yourself from all those life stresses being thrown at you, etc. Right? Yeah. And we're constantly being told and sold, buy this book, the latest self-help guru's book, think and act like this to get this or that, or you must do this in order to get this or that. And they're constantly being thrown at us, getting us to try and buy it, right? On behalf of these self-help gurus, etc. We ask, is there a better way that you can take advantage of to start with very little effort? This is like the real hardcore, right? It's none of this fluff or hype or other BS. Yeah, it does, this particular way does have its positives, but it also has its potentially negatives. Okay? And it's a slower means to achieve an abundant bank account, financial security, self-reliance, self-dependency, self-producing, self-sufficiency, etc. You really have to create a plan. You have to sit down and create a plan, a blueprint, a method that's going to work on how you would do all, to achieve all for your benefit, your families, if you have a wife and kids. Okay? Rather than waste your hard-earned cash, etc., on the latest self-help book, guru, video, seminar, etc., pushing their method, right? Because these gurus, self-help gurus, aficionados, don't know you. They've never met you. They don't know you personally. Okay? You're in the seminar. There's probably 100 to 300, 1,000 other people attending it. Okay? They're not talking with you one-on-one. They're talking at you as a multitude, right? As a group. So aren't catering specifically toward you, the individual. And it's all about what they did in order to become successful, wealthy, etc. They're getting rich from their seminars. You buying their seminars at, say, $1,000 a seat or something like that, to that effect, or their book on the way out, right? You've got to have this book. You've got to get this book. It's on the way out. As you leave, right? Purchase this book. Read it and wham, you'll become successful with this or whatever they're suggesting. But we're not trying to put a damper on you if you're a fan of reading these kind of books and maybe something's worked for you. And if you feel you need to read those books, you're addicted or whatever, feel free to use their books. Look to get them free, rather than go purchase and waste $1,000 on a seminar or a video or a book and it doesn't work for you. You go, oh well, now I'm stuck with cash. I shouldn't really put that book. It's actually quite rubbish. It didn't work. It just didn't work for me. To a point it might have, but it never brought me success or wealth or whatever as it boasted or promised. Go look for them online. Okay? You have to search around. You might find a free version of it or a copy of it. Right? But examine it, because sometimes it's free but they've left out pages. Okay? Or it's like 2 pages. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, there's different websites where you can actually get hold of similar or that same. Okay? And read it, download it and read it. you go ask a friend that's already bought those books and saying to you, this book I should have bought it, what a waste of time. Never actually read it or read it before, but nothing really came of it. Didn't work or this sort of stuff. So you say, can I borrow it? And then you read it, and either you come to fruition from it, reading it, okay, you become successful, wealthy, whatever it contains, it says in that book, right? You profit from it, okay? It hasn't cost you anything, just time. Okay? Put an effort to read it and applying it. Yeah, you can do it that way. The other way that we're talking about that's like really good, but it's really positive, self-efficiency wise, etc., does have its negatives, does have its downfalls, because certain things, right? But you're actually taking advantage of a situation, not of anyone else, okay? Like your friends, family, anything like that. It's all your effort, but you're taking advantage of the system, the government, the state, and what they're offering you, right? Rather than try to be Mr. Successful and have all this money and all this sort of stuff, and you got to pay more taxes, and you got to pay this, pay that, all this sort of stuff. So they're fleecing you of your money, right? In our country, the tax department, the social security or the welfare are connected to the tax department. Okay, what we call Housing New Zealand, now Kainga is all attached to the tax department, right? They can access your information. There's the housing department as well. They say, we've got to do an annual, it's the end of the financial tax year, right, March or whatever of that year, and we've got to figure out how much you earned in that year and so forth, right? They may say to you, well, you've had $5,000, you've got $5,000 in your bank account, one of your bank accounts, so that means that they have access to your bank account, okay, what's in there. And you say, no, well, actually, look at my bank account again, guy, because I don't have anything in there. Yeah, because you had some difficulty to pay this, pay that, to stay ahead, right, stay afloat. But the whole thing of it is they have access to your bank account, your information through the tax department. And if you try to leave the country and you're in great debt, they can stop you, because apparently on their computers it's got the history of your debt. Okay? They've got your passport, they've got your name, all that sort of stuff. Type your name in there. Oh, this guy owes thousands, millions. He can't leave the country, he's in debt. That's the whole idea of loans. Okay? It's to keep you within the country. Yeah? You need to go do the research on that to verify that. But this way that we are using it at the moment, we wake up and realise we don't have to be super rich. Okay? We're semi-happy with what we have, but we're building up our personal household security, fencing it off, keeping people out of view, cheap cameras, probably something like that, because we had a lot of people, like visitors, supposed friends or family members, that ended up stealing stuff. They jumped the fence and they steal stuff. Okay? A lot of our stuff went missing because that's what they were doing. They climb in through your window early hours of the morning and steal stuff. They get caught, right? Then they deny, oh no, I just found it outside. Dude, you were seen inside stealing the stuff. Now why do you want blocks of cat food? Do you like eating cat food? Yeah, that sort of stuff, right? So we put a trespassing order against those people. Okay? Another one comes and he's all silly, so keep him out of the house, because he's basically a perv. Okay? He wants the daughters like in their late teens, but he's trying to get his way out there because he's a player. Right? He's got a wife, he's got 3 kids, but he's a player. Another one comes to check up all the time, how are you doing, whatever, but he likes to steal little things, so he started doing that. So you can't trust anybody. Yeah, the other guy was trespassing, so he kept stealing the stuff over a period of time. Never had these kind of problems before, so I put a trespassing order on our property and the property next door, because he was scaring an old grandma by walking around the house at 2 in the morning. He knocks on doors, and then next minute he's got nothing, right? We've seen him, he's got nothing. Next minute he come back from the shop and we'll pay the bill, whatever, we'll do something up the road, and he's got this trolley talking to somebody, and it's full of these shoes, blankets, bits and pieces. How did he get those from? And then he tells us he's getting done for trespassing on property. He went past the fence line And he just said, I was just going to knock on the door or something. They said, no, it would be reported as trespassing. You stepped onto this person's property. Apparently they didn't really know him, or didn't know him at all, but he's making up, no, I know these people. Right? They said, no, you trespassed, so he's going to go court for that. Yeah, so he told him, well, that's why, you went beyond the letterbox, you stepped onto your property, so you were done for trespassing by a neighbour who didn't know you. Okay? Got to stop doing that. But people have made excuses for him. Oh, he's a kleptomaniac. He can't help but still. No. The guy knows what he's doing. He might have diabetes or whatever, but he still has some brain upstairs, a bit of brain upstairs that says, oh, okay, I'll just take that. Oh, I'll go sell it up the road. Okay? And that's what he did. We found that out. Seeing a product that we had, a cassette player, sitting around in a shed for like 22 years, it still works, right? It goes really well, it's in good condition. But we thought, hey, that looks like ours because it had a certain marking on it or tag on it, whatever. We knew it was ours, but this guy had sold it to them and they had put this high price on it. So we just said, oh yeah, just don't worry about it. But we knew no one else in our community would have that because it's 22 years old. It's a rarity. We do have another one, but that's broken. Yeah. Portable cassette player accessory. We even had a CD player, but yeah, for some reason these kind of things, when they sit around for too long, they don't work anymore. It's really weird. Yeah, sometimes batteries left in it rust and maybe ruin the wiring in it or something like that. But this particular cassette player actually worked really, really well. So we went back in here one day and they dropped the price to New Zealand $10, right? So I picked it up, identified it was ours. We put the serial number down for everything else that we have in the house, inventory, all that. We just had this idea one day. So I got basically an old notebook with all the serial numbers, from TVs to monitors to game consoles, whatever, all written down. But this one we didn't. So we went up the road to go buy some food, helped this guy out because he had nowhere to stay for a couple of days. And then while we were away, he was stealing stuff. And stuff disappeared. We didn't notice until we went to this trading shop and there they were. Yeah. He happened to be outside, but it was too late by the time the guy resold it to us for $10. And he said, yeah, that's because this particular guy, which you won't name, actually stole it. He sold it to us. He must have stolen it and sold it to us. It's like, you so-and-so, but went outside, he must have realised that we were onto him and he took off. Okay. Yeah, but this guy revealed, this store staff member actually blurted out, no pressure or nothing like that, blurted out this guy's name. Oh yeah, so-and-so, this particular guy sold it to us. So that's the thief, right? He actually did it, we proved it. So yeah, he put a trespass on him and he doesn't come to our house. And if he wants to talk to us, he can talk to us outside the fenced off gate. Okay? He's been told, you got a trespassing order handed to you, you can't come on the property. And he was in our house a couple of weeks earlier. We heard him in the hallway and we asked a family member, was he in the house or was he in the hallway? No, he wasn't. He was outside. If we heard his voice outside, then it would have been coming from a great distance, but it was like, right in the hallway by our room. But they keep covering for him for some reason. Don't know what it is. There's no love affair or anything like that. It's their friend. Is what it is basically. Yeah, they keep covering for this guy, right? They just don't trust this guy. Met him one time, got on really well, like a house on fire, having a conversation down the street. Saw him again, talking to someone else outside our house. Didn't really want to invite him in. Didn't really know him. Gut instinct said, no, don't. You don't know this guy. But the daughter invited him in. And it started from there. Yeah. He started pinching stuff. So, yeah. It happened to us before. And then suddenly this guy turns up and he's pinching stuff left, right and centre. So if you're religious or you're Christian or whatever, and you feel, I'll be charitable, help these people, show the kindness, all that sort of stuff, that's great, that's fantastic, okay? You're doing the Lord's work, whatever. Okay, kudos to you. But just be very wary. Okay, these people may tend to be lazy, don't want to wash, they don't want to help clean up, just want to lie around, smoke their cigarettes, bring in weed, smoke it, early hours of the morning, all this sort of stuff. Go behind your back, use you and abuse you, steal from you. Yeah? Charity's great, but to a certain extent. When they start to use you and abuse you, you got to get rid of them. Okay? Don't be a Mr. Softy and go, oh, I forgive you, and yeah, forgive them, but then move them on. Because they'll keep doing it, they'll keep coming back. People who come from down the road, neighbours, relations, whatever, and they say, oh, I got no money because I gave it to this guy and I helped out this guy and paid for this guy's one-legged dog or something, to put it down, whatever, because it's dying. Okay, well, it's a two-legged dog and it's just lost its other leg and it's dying, whatever. That sounds like a you problem. Okay? They keep coming back every Tuesday because they're like addicts, drug addicts, right? And they're looking for them, they're getting the shakes or whatever, they're looking for a fix. So they think, oh yeah, I'll just go. You say to them, okay, fair enough, you are hungry, just wait here at the door, I'll go get some food for you. What do they do? Oh, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. Excuse me, they basically want everything in your freezer. Okay, so we will leave that there. We may play the video in its entirety, but muted in part 2, so watch out for that. So if you like this video, then give us a like, subscribe to our channel, add your comments below this video, and then go share it with all your family, friends, and others, so they will be aware of these spam scams. They won't be suckered. Sounds too good to be true, and they part with their money, hard in cash, and they find it's a load of rubbish. It doesn't work at all. Welcome. Of late, we have found this in our Gmail, in our spam box, so we are going to regard it as spam. It's a spam sales type pitch about something that was discovered, nobody knew about, only these people did of late, and so forth. It's just sales pitch for you to buy something. Be careful, because this is how a lot of these work, or they give you a sad sob story. Don't part with your hard-earned cash until you've done the research to establish that this, or what they claim is actual fact, that it's evidence, it's proven by looking online for the information they claim to possess. We are going to play it, but we're going to turn down the volume so you don't have to hear the music in the background. You can see the pitch, because this music in the background may result in us having a copyright strike thrown at us. Okay, so we're going to play it without the sound.